I felt it. I was feeling it.
Yeah.
The vibes is real.
So, boom. Now we are live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Back with Yatta Debates, episode 16. And
wow, 16.
16 episodes. And we got Shelly back.
Yep, I'm back. I'm back from the A, you know. I was out there, you know, living my best life, you know, partying up, throwing up, everything.
Partying, throwing up and everything. So for this one, you know, we wanted to get a perspective on Shelly's travels and then talk about like the importance of like traveling and getting away, because I know like you was on that trip, you was like, I'm away from everything. Yep. Oh my God. No responsibilities.
So it's important to travel, like how you travel, booking it, like trips are just crazy. Hello, YouTube person.
What's going on? So for you, let's get a breakdown of like your trip as far as like from when you first went to like you touched down on the airport, like you drove over there.
Listen, Trent Airport, you will get away with anything in that airport. Like, I'm gonna just say this right now. Like, I done went in there with like some big lotions, all this stuff. I'm thinking about to like, you know, toss it. They like, oh yeah, go ahead, go on the plane, whatever, do it ever. And you know, when I touched down in Atlanta, our plane got stuck because of some like gate issues. So we were like stuck on the plane for like an extra like, I think like an hour.
All right, but hold on, you was on Frontier, right?
Yep.
Now tell me, were you in the middle or?
No, I was on one, you know, because, you know, I was on one, so I was chilling. I was closer to, like, the middle-ish frontish. Like,
remember I was telling you how cramped it is? Like, you like this. Like...
I mean, for me, I had enough leg room. You know, I was good. You know, there was this little kid behind me that just kept farting the whole ride. So it was just like, it was bad business. But, you know, traveling is funny in itself. Like, just flying on a plane and stuff like that, seeing, like, everything. Like, it was sunny when we were going there, like when I was going to Atlanta, so I could see like the states that we were passing over and stuff like that. It was really like a nice view. I didn't have a window seat, unfortunately, going there, but I did have one coming back, but it was raining. So
then touching down in Atlanta, because I've actually been in Atlanta, and that shit is like a town in itself.
Yeah, the airport, I was so confused, and I just wanted to find a store, a convenience store, because like I was so sick and I just needed to get some medicine. So I was like, oh my God, I need to get some medicine like right now. And I walked past every store that sold this medicine to like, I walked so far, and then finally I got the medicine. And then I realized that I have to take a train to get to the outside part, like to get out to like where the Ubers and Lyfts and stuff pick you up from. Like you have to take a train from your terminal. So
yeah, like they're like going to check in, because it's like that big. If you've never been into Atlanta airport, it is huge. So you got like the terminal where your flights are, and then you got like a train. It's like a subway system.
It's like a subway system that takes you between the terminals, and like the different terminals have like different things there. Like one terminal, I think terminal like T had like the Chick-fil-A. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A, you know. But let me tell y'all, this Atlanta trip was crazy. I get there, so I call a Uber, you know, I'm like, all right, I'm about to, you know, go eat, because I had some time to check into my hotel, because check-in wasn't until like 3, and I got there at like 11. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go and see what's up with like Atlanta and stuff like that. And you know, I went and I wanted to go to IHOP. So
wait, you go to Atlanta, you're like, let me go to IHOP.
No, I just wanted to go to IHOP just to get some pancakes. That was it. I got you. So I ended up, the freaking Lyft driver got lost and dropped me off at Chick-fil-A in right down the street from the IHOP. I'm like, oh my God, this Lyft driver is an idiot. And then I was like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll just walk up the street to the IHOP and just chill there for a little bit. So I walked, and then, you know, I'm walking down the highway like this is normal. Like I'm just a walker, so that's just me. Yeah. But I get to a liquor store and I buy some Douce, you know.
Oh, you went down there alone.
I went down there, bought some Douce, some Jack and Honey, and some Pepsi, and I had it in this little black bag. And I went and I sat, and I was like, F it, I'm not going to IHOP. And I stopped at the McDonald's next to the IHOP. So I was just chilling there for a little bit, like charging my phone, just like, you know, waiting till like 3. It was like maybe like 1, 2 o'clock now. So finally, I'm like, all right, let me call a Lyft, so that by the time I get to the hotel, it'll probably be like 3. Mm-hmm. I left the freaking Douce and the Jack at McDonald's.
What?
Yes, I did. So I asked my Lyft driver to take me back after he took, because I got a shared one. Mm-hmm. So he took whoever first, and then we went back to McDonald's. And them little niggas at McDonald's robbed me. So I had to get liquor.
I mean, not for nothing. If I'm in a McDonald's, right, and I see a Douce bottle, and like, and you said, what was it?
It was Jack. It was Honey Jack.
And like, I'm like, all right, I'm like, it's up for free grabs. Like,
So I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna charge that to the game. It is what it is. So I just let it go. And I was like, damn. So I was like, all right, well, let me see if I can find some smokes out here, at least like something for something. So I'm just in my Lyft and I'm just like, you know what? Let me ask my Lyft driver. Might as well. Like, you know, he looked like a hood guy, whatever. And sure enough, he was the one. He was the one. Yep. Shout out to him. Whoever he was.
He was like, oh, you got.
But their prices is crazy down there. $60, bro, for it. Like what?
Oh,
they bugging. Anyway, so yeah.
I mean, was it hefty or was it like a?
It was alright. Like, you know, I was like, you know what? That's just that. But yeah.
For the record, I don't do that anymore. I was just asking.
So after that, you know, we finally checked into the hotel. Like I was just in like a regular little hotel, and it was like a nice room, nice everything, nice vibe, whatever. And then that's when I realized that I had forgot mad stuff home, like rushing, packing and stuff. So I was like, damn, I forgot this. So I'm like, all right, well, let me try to get to, you know, these places. And I'm in College Park outside of like the Metro Atlanta area, and everything is like mad far away. Like everything. The beauty supplies are like 3 miles away. Like everything's just so far away. I'm like, you know what? I'm just over this like far away stuff. But the nightlife is great.
So what clubs did you go to when you was down there?
When I went there the first night, I'm trying to remember because I think I had blacked out that first night too.
Oh, you was lit. You was lit.
I was lit. Where did I go the first
She's like,
night?
I'm trying to remember the trip now.
I know I went to Atlantis the second night, but the first night I went to this bar. It's called the Hole in the Wall. So I went to the Hole in the Wall. That bar is lit. So I got there a little early because it told us to like get there like at like 9. So I'm like, you know, whatever. I'm thinking like, okay, I got to get there at 9, you know, for whatever. Like, because they said if you get there at 9, you get like a complimentary drink, whatever. So I get there early. Nobody's in there. I'm like the only person in there. And I know it's like the most awkward thing to be in a club dressed up with orange hair, dressed up, sitting in the club, drinking a fishbowl. So I'm like, you know, whatever. I'm just going to drink and just get lit. So then like as the night progressed, like it got really packed, really lit, really fast. Like it was like a good vibe. They was playing great music. Like it was just great. It was free get in. Like everybody was chilling. They had cigarettes in a vending machine in there. Like it was crazy. Like they had a dude in the bathroom that was selling Black and Milds. Like it was just real.
What was he like legit, like the people that give you like the mints and stuff?
Yeah, like he was like the legit like bathroom person. They was like, wait, because I had asked, I was like,
black?
Yeah, I was like, do you know anybody who sells those? And they was like, yeah, the bathroom attendant, he'll be here at like 10:30. He sell everything. I'm like, okay. So yeah.
That's why they call it Hole in the Wall. It's like a black market down there.
Yep. So, you know, I was down there. It was good vibe, you know. And then what else happened? I'm trying to think what else happened when I was down there. So yeah, when I got to the club, I was drinking this fishbowl. I don't know what the bartender put in the fishbowl, but by midnight, I was in the bathroom throwing up. It was done. I was over. I was like, that's it. I can't party no more. I was like, take me home. I called my Lyft. I was like, I'm over this.
Like, night number 1.
That was night 1.
Night 1.
Night 2, I get really dressed up. Like that's when I had on like that leather outfit. I don't know if you guys seen it like on my like Instagram and stuff.
We've seen it.
I got really dressed up. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go out there and kill it. I wasn't even in the club for like maybe like 45 minutes and it was over. I was done. I had like 2 shots or something and I was in the bathroom throwing up and I was like, you know what? This is why I don't drink now because I'm just always gonna be throwing up. So.
I don't know. I think the way you approached it, like you just went like super hard like the moment you stepped in there. And I've been in that situation where I was just like, all right, yeah.
I don't know if it was the drink or if it was the hookah that made me worse, but one of the two.
Did you eat before?
Yes, I did. You know, it's crazy. I had mad food before both of these trips. And I was like, oh my gosh, like why am I throwing up? I ate before I drank. I was doing all the right steps. I was, you know, trying to make sure that I was full and good, but nope, still ended up throwing up. So I just charged it to the game. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. But I mean, I had mad fun. Like I didn't even get to dance or nothing because by the time I got up to dance, the world was spinning. And I was like, whoa, so I went to the bathroom.
Let me sit down real quick. Let me let this settle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, like mine was like a little bit different because like you, like I took left out of Trenton and I took the Frontier. So, but I was in the middle. And you know, I got long legs, so I'm sitting in there and I'm like this. I'm like squeezing by. So luckily, what I will say is when you do fly to Atlanta from Trenton to Atlanta, it's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah, so. Sometimes even a little quicker than that, depending on like your flight crew. Because I got back here like an hour, like 30 minutes.
But when I touched down, I did not know about the rail system. So like how they got the what is it?
It's like
It's because it's not an escalator, but the platform that the moving platform.
Yep.
So I'm like go on one of those, walk, go on one of those, walk.
Oh my God, my mom did that. She was like, she didn't know about it either.
Yo, for real. And I'm like traveling down this thing. I'm just like, well, damn, how far? Like, I'm just like just to get to my terminal. And then once I got there, it was like I was waiting like 45 minutes for my bags, and it was just like, oh my goodness, like and like I got such a good deal, but my flight was super early.
Oh yeah.
So it was just like I'm tired, exhausted, waiting for my bags. Like the moment I finally got everything, I was just like, yo, let me chill for a minute, because like I couldn't get into my hotel until like 3:00. But I went to the Starbucks, got like something to whatchamacallit. Jamar said Frontier be having a Fisher Price that.
No, they really do.
It should be all flimsy, but so I went into Starbucks, got me like a little coffee and whatever. So like you were saying, like I took Lyft, but that was like the most I paid for a Lyft down there. It was like $20 to get like to the airport. But where I stayed is it was like a Motel 6 or one of them Super 8s or something like that. And when I got down there, I had originally booked it for like 6 days or something like that, but it was like going to be like $500. And when I got there, the lady was telling me like, "Oh, I can give you the whole week for like $299." I was like, "Bet!" Like,
yeah, I would take that too. Right?
So I was down there for A3C, and I'll tell you, if you ever get a chance to like go down there for A3C. Even if you don't do the whole conference, the 2-day music festival was amazing. I went down there and I saw JID, Wu-Tang, Dipset.
When do they have that?
It's coming up this year. It's from the 8th to the 13th
of
October.
Damn.
Yeah, you kind of like just missed it. But that was actually the first time I seen Lil Wayne perform. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I've never been like a super big Lil Wayne fan, but like seeing him perform live, I'm like, yo, he is dope. But like one thing, like that was the year that I went out there. Like I didn't know you at the time, but it was like this big commotion, like something happened, and like somebody screamed that it was like a gun or whatever, and it was like a mass panic and at the concert or whatever, and that's how I ended up with this scar on my hand. Like everybody was like running everywhere, and it was just like people hopping over gates, people getting trampled and shit like that. So I'm just like, my reaction is like, I'm pinned up. Let's say you the gate, I'm pinned up like this. Hold on, before I get ahead of myself, before all that happens, while Lil Wayne is on the stage, we all crammed up in the concert because we like this. And I feel somebody like push up against me like thing, like, but I'm feeling like, it's the concert. But then I look behind, I'm like, yo, they pushing me like a little too hard. And I see all these people toppling over. I'm just like, oh shit, like what's going on? So like I said, after that, it was like mass panic. And I know I'm like, this might steer you away from going there.
Nah, I'm still gonna go.
But like everybody's like scattering everywhere. I see people like hopping over the gate. So I'm just like, this looks like the safest thing to do. Let me get over this gate. So I had somebody my phone.
Oh my God.
Climb over the gate. And it's one of those ones, like the black ones with like the arrow sticking out on the top.
Oh God.
Right in there.
Oh man.
But so it was like, I'll go to like the little like healthcare station that they have on site, but they was just there for like if you had like a headache or some shit. They couldn't deal with all of that was going on. Like I had like a hole in my hand, I'm like bleeding. I got all this adrenaline racing in me. So I just like they patched me up real quick. They was like, yo, you want me to call you an ambulance? I'm just like, he was like, it's gonna cost you like $3,000, but
call me a lift.
And that's what I did. I grabbed my stuff. My hand is like leaking blood. I'm like walking to the corner, like I'm like, yeah, can you pick me up? I'm like right here, and you see everybody like calling lifts. And so yeah, my Lyft driver gets up there, is just like, yeah, man, somebody screamed out like gun, and it's like this mass panic, and I really just need to get to the hospital like ASAP. And I'm lucky I did it when I did, because I was already checked in, like waiting in like the hospital lobby or whatever. And I just see people coming in 2 at a time. People was like trample marks. It's not funny, but people with like trample marks on their legs, bleeding like from like all over. And they called me in so they could like check up on me. And I guess like all the adrenaline, like once I like was able to calm down or whatever, I like almost fell out on the floor. I was just like, oh
yeah.
She was just like, nah, we got to get you a wheelchair. It's crazy. While we was like waiting in the the little, what is it? Like by the nurse's desk or whatever, it was like a dude and his finger was like damn near cut off.
Oh my God.
Like it was like hanging on by like a thread. He was just like, yo, can somebody like come help me? But they got like so many people because so many people from that concert got hurt. But as a rebuttal for that, still the latest concert I ever went to. Now still go back.
Yep.
Still go back to this day.
But you know what? There was some good times in that because I did go to the trap music museum.
How was it?
And it was lit. I loved it. I tried to get as much pictures as I could. It was really kind of hard to get the pictures because like the lighting in there is horrible. But it's they do have like this lady that dressed up like as a hood granny, and she walk around like yell at y'all if y'all in the living room touching stuff. Like they have like setups of like a trap, like a real trap house. Like they have a Nipsey Hussle tribute, an escape room now. They got like a little jail cell. I know y'all probably saw my little jail cell thing when I was like I'm locked up. So they do have that. It's like mad cool. It's mad informative of like how trap music started down there, like who like the pioneers, how they started, like what it was based on. Like they also have a big sign that says we do not promote drugs, guns, and violence, but then have drugs, guns, and violence in the museum. But whatever.
It's art. At that point,
it is art. It is art. Like they do have like the table set up like the real like the trap kitchen, the trap living room, like, and then they have like the room with, like yes, y'all probably missed my picture of me mixing it up, but I did have a picture of me.
You gotta show me that.
I have a picture of me mixing it up. I think it's on here. I could probably pull it up on Instagram, most likely. I could probably show y'all on Instagram. But let me just make sure none of my camera roll comes up because it's crazy in there. But I could probably show them on Instagram the picture of me mixing it up. But yeah, my picture is from the A. It was it was cool.
Shelly in there cooking up crack. That's crazy.
Here we go. It's right here. So yeah, that was me cooking it up on the stove.
Y'all can't see this on Facebook and Instagram, but Shelly is like whipping it up like a pro.
Yes. So I was really like in there, like they had like it was like a fake brick like over on a scale. They had it like set up like a real trap kitchen. Like it was really like it was.
Are you considering a profession as a professional drug dealer now?
No, I might just become a trap star and just look into trap music and just.
Atlanta, one thing that I noticed is like they really like the entire community. They're real supportive of the arts. Like even just like outside of what was going on, like what A3C.
And then this is me in the trap living room.
I saw that one. But like even what was going on outside of like the actual A3C festival, they had like this stage and they had like these kids that was like dancing. And it was just like it was like a free event. They had like the street blocked off and everything. Yeah. And it was like up there, it's like just like dancing to like professional dancers up there to the music. And it was just like, I'm like, yo, they really like cater to the arts down here. You know what I mean? As far as everything. It was like amazing to see that. I did go to what is it, Wingstop? What's the name of the famous one? Not Wingstop. Is it Wingstop?
I think it is Wingstop.
Wingstop. Yeah, I went there for the first time and I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty fire.
Oh yeah, but I didn't get to go to none of my restaurants that I wanted to go to.
No, I was telling you, the Atlanta Breakfast Club.
I didn't get to go to none of the restaurants because it was just like I had so little time to like do it. It was only like 3 days. So what I've decided to do is I'm gonna go back to the A and just do it again.
Yeah,
and just do it again. Maybe my hair might be blue next time I go down there. Who knows?
I'm gonna get you the name of the hotel that I stayed at and see if they still offering that deal because, like I said, you can get like 7 days for $300. And one thing, and this is what I would say, travel tip number 1, right? If you know you won't be there for a minute, go to the grocery store.
Yep. I always do that when I go places, like especially if I know like it's 3 or more days, I'm going to like a grocery store and I'm racking up stuff to cook and stuff like that, making sure that I get a room with like a stove and stuff like that like eating out is expensive.
Yeah.
Like expensive.
If you're going there for like some kind of like some food venture and you really like going out there like, oh, let me like taste everything, or if you got the budget for it, like go ahead and do it. But if not, if you really like traveling on a budget, go to the grocery store. Even if it's just a microwaving thing, get some noodles, some burritos, some frozen meals or whatever.
Yep.
And
get some drinks and just, drink it up. And that's it. Like
for real. Like you don't gotta be in the bar every day. Cause I remember one of the dudes was telling me he was just like, yo, we've been eating out like every day here. He's like, we went to this real good chicken and waffle space, but for the whole.
Yeah, no, because I did go back and replenish my Jack Honey. Like I was not beat. I wanted my Honey Jack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the Douce, but I did want to replenish that, so I did do that. But they threw it away at the airport because Atlanta crazy. But yeah, they threw that thing away so fast. I was like, damn, like my Honey Jack, no, like really?
even though it's domestic, like
yes, they threw it right away. I was like, oh my god, y'all Aggie.
That's crazy. I mean, because I know. I told you we came back from DR and we had like 5 bottles of rum on us. Like even though it was like the little pints, we had like 5 of them things on us, and it was just like, all right, yeah, you good.
Yeah, they threw my Honey Jack away. I think she was hating though. But you know, it is what it is. Like I did have fun, like even in the short span of time. That just made me realize that I want to go and see other cities now. Yeah. So now what's on my radar is either Denver or Nashville. So I'm thinking one of the two I'm gonna try to hit up because my birthday is coming up in January and I'm about to be out. And I need to be somewhere warm because I'm not trying to be here in the cold. It always snows near my birthday, and my birthday is Martin Luther King Day weekend. So I'm trying to be out of here. So y'all gonna hear more travel stories because I'm not sitting still next year, like at all. Like next year, I'm going to Jamaica. I'm doing something for my birthday. I might even hit San Diego. Like who knows?
I feel you. You know what really really put me on the traveling. Like my family, like they always been pretty big on traveling. Like because we do our family reunion biannually. So we'll like a different family host it in like whatever state. So I've been to like Louisiana, Georgia, Virginia, West Virginia, like just different parts. We even hosted it down in like Atlantic City and stuff like that. But I remember it was one year, I want to say it was like 2016. I seen everybody in this area like going to Miami. Like everybody was just like flying out like, oh, I'm going to Miami. They must have had like a deal or something that year because
I've never been to Miami, by the way.
Everybody was going down there and I'm just like, yo, how is everybody going to these places and I'm not going to these places? So I kind of like made a point to like really start traveling more, not even just traveling, but like flying. Cause like I've been wanting to like travel by myself. Like I've been back and forth I've been like damn near every borough in New York. I was like basically lived in Philly one year. I was up there like every weekend. Yeah. Heavy back on the music. Like I actually went down to Virginia like to like do like a couple of shows down there or whatever. Been down to Baltimore, DC and all of that. But that was all like really like train rides, Greyhounds and stuff like that. But like really making a point. So this year we actually went to DR and in the midst of all the propaganda, yes, we went, but I'm back safe as you can see. And we had a thing, but like just really seeing how people live, like I tell people like even in the United States, like the cultures are so different.
Yeah, every state is different. Like when I went, this is why I really want to move down south. When I went down south, it's like so much different from up here. And that's like the life that I want to live. I ain't trying to be up here living Europe. I ain't trying to live. I ain't trying to live up here. Living in New Jersey, these high taxes and all these things imposed on us, like all these different type of taxes and things like that. Where I could go down to different states and be able to afford a home and work and not die. And still owe like mad taxes on my house. Like I want to be able to afford my life, like because what I'm making right now, if I was making this down south, I'd be living comfortably down there, like really comfortably. So I want to live somewhere where I could, do my thing, like,
And Iris, if you got any like places that you've been to or recommend, just
she's like a travel queen. So
yeah, that's your inspiration. It's like I gotta get out of here.
My travel buddy right there. That's about to be my travel buddy. Oh, when we going, we out. We out. Even like little road trips we used to do. Like we used to drive down to North Carolina, like just take the trip, drive down there, drive through like little stuff. Like it doesn't matter. Just get up and go. Like change your scenery. That's the best part about like change your scenery because you see the same things over and over again.
That shit is real life. You're not going. It's depressing. It's depressing for real. Like if you just like. She said Carmen San Diego.
Yep, that she really is.
Like that. It's like, because I told him, I'm just like, yo, I'm tired of like seeing the same shit over and over and over again. Like I gotta get away. And it's just like, already coming from like, like a family like that likes to travel and like these places. It's like I want to get out on my own. Like I remember this was like way back. I was in like 6th grade or whatever, and my cousin he lived over in London at the time. And my mom, she had booked a flight for me and my brother. It was me, her, and my brother, and we went over there with my aunt and uncle to visit them. But it was just like having that experience, even at such a young age, it's like so impactful on me for real. It's just like I remember that trip to this day. Like I went to Buckingham Palace, seen the changing of guards, ate like real fish and chips, seen like just like been down to like the Camden Market and all of that. Like it's just like it's really like an experience that you're going to take with you. You know what I mean? Like for the rest of your life.
Those memories last a lifetime. Like traveling is like, even though like it's a hassle, like getting to like the traveling part, just traveling in itself is like so much fun. It's so relaxing, just getting away from home and responsibilities for a few days, even if it's just for like 3-4 days, a week, a month, whatever. Like just travel, get out, see something new. Like I used to go to Philly a lot on the weekends, like weekdays too, probably. But I used to go there a lot and just really like be out in Philly, just like, you know, exploring the city, seeing what's up with it and things like that, and just being away from like here and learning the city. And I love Philly. Like for me, I like it. Like it's a cool city to me. It's an artsy city. I'm an artsy person sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
So I like art, I like scenery, I like, you know, being, and Penn's Landing is really cool. Like I discovered mad new stuff on Penn's Landing. Like you could do boat rides out of there, all that stuff, roller skate, like all this cool stuff. Like even just in your local area, like just travel around, even around New Jersey, there's different things to do out here. Like you can go hiking in New Jersey, you can go canoeing, you could go up to northwest New Jersey, but it's like Alabama up there, but they got like
it's like Alabama.
In the summertime they have this beautiful sunflower patch up there that you can walk through. It's like a maze. You can go visit the Delaware Water Gap. That's like a national park. There's like an abandoned town in between like the trail you walk on. Like it's a whole town that's just like abandoned. Like there's just like houses, like everything like abandoned in the midst of like the middle of the woods. Like
free promo coming up. They actually having the Cranberry Festival in Burlington coming up one of these weekends, and I've been down there last year, and it's like really amazing. Like you said, really get out and explore. Like you got some people that just like never really like left the area at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
go out and go see the different parts, like your state, town, whatever. Like even like events in the town. Like I remember earlier in the summertime they had like a house music festival in Trenton. They have different type of festivals all over.
They do the concerts every weekend as long with the farmers market, you know. But like it's really like so much to see. Like I went hiking for the first time this summer. You know what I mean? It's just like
hiking is relaxing. It's really nice.
Yo, the only thing I had to say is like, yo, I got to bring some off next time because it's just like flying in my ear. I'm just like, yo. Like, but it was like really fun. Like it's just like really like an experience. Like, I tell people like even if you don't like certain things, like at least like try it. I told somebody invited me like to a country concert and like
just like, go.
Just like, you know, like because you can have fun in like any kind of environment like that. Like
listen, I go places and just, you know, even if the place isn't the life of the party, you could be the life of the party. Go somewhere and turn it up and turn it out. So, you know, I done been a couple places where people be like, I remember she was in there wilding, probably, you know, I was probably most likely drunk at that time. But, you know, it was just,
she said the Pork Roll Festival. Yeah, the Pork Roll Festival is coming up.
Yeah, we went to that. That was, you know, we had caught it at the end though, but I'm pretty sure like if we would have came like in the middle or in the beginning of that, it was probably lit. Like, you know, there's different things that go on. Like you can even go on like Eventbrite, or Facebook now has like upcoming stuff that comes up like on there where you can go and see like what's happening around you, like within the vicinities of the cities, like in New York, Philly, whatever, wherever you want to go party at or things like that. They have that out there.
Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you about your trip to Detroit. How was that? Because like I'm traumatized.
I have PTSD from Detroit.
I remember you saying something about that, but
Detroit, that's the trip that taught me like, all right. So we went grocery shopping. We did everything the right way. We went grocery shopping. We made sure that we were packed efficiently. We had a plan. We had day plans. We had like our rides situated and everything like that. It was just our Airbnb was on some BS. So that was that. Like, but we ended up having a backup plan with another backup Airbnb. But still, it was like we were putting like a sticky pickle in the middle of Detroit. So it was like, you know. I mean, Detroit is cool, but again, like when I went there, it was like it's like divided because it's like one part of it is like, you know, like vibrant up, like it's like up and coming, like, you know, there's an up and coming scene down there. Like the food is banging.
Yeah, like
liquor stores stay open till like 2:00 in the morning. They open late. They sell liquor at 2:00 in the morning.
Well, what's like some like because. Like what's really like in Detroit that like that's like would say like, all right, let me go there, like something that like really like drew you to there. It's like, yo, let me just check out Detroit.
Well, I went to Detroit for the Millennium Tour because I'm a big ass teenager at heart. But what would probably draw me to Detroit probably would be nothing.
It's just like it was good for the experience, but it's a one-time thing.
Yeah, like I mean, probably like to see like
enough
people there, but like
I had that.
I don't
experience.
know. I really don't know what's there. Oh, you know what's there? You can see Canada from the other side. Yeah.
You sound like Sarah Palin.
Yep, you can see Canada. That's pretty much all I have for that. I mean, that's it. Like Detroit, I don't know. The people there, they are different. I will say this: Lyft is cheap in Detroit because all my lifts were $5 and under anywhere I went.
But see, that's how it was when I was in Atlanta getting around. Like I was paying like $3 and $4 a ride. Like I said, the most I paid was like to this one club where it was having like this producer showcase and like Zaytoven and Manny Fresh was there. Mm-hmm. Like that was like $15, like going there and back. And like, yo, my Lyft driver was actually cool as hell. Like we were shopping it up. And then like to the airport, but just getting around like the city, like maybe because where I was, like it was only costing me like $3 and $4.
Yeah,
like,
because I was in College Park, and the list was deep. They were deep to the point where
said the live was interrupted. On which one?
Probably on YouTube.
Could be. I don't know. Still says we up and running. But
probably because I was in College Park, I was a little further out. But once I got into like the city and stuff like that, it was real. It was real.
But I'll tell you, like like places that you said you won't really visit again. That was for us for Baton Rouge, Louisiana, because it was just like, all right, why would y'all pick? Well, all right, we're going to Louisiana. Why wouldn't you have the family reunion in New Orleans? Why Baton Rouge, Louisiana? Like. We got down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we asked the girls at the restaurant that was there. She was like, "What does everybody do here?" She was like, "Well, they come to the hotel that we were staying at because it was like a boat casino and like they played jazz music on Friday." But it was just like, I'm like, why are we like, you know what I mean? Like,
so there was no clubs or nothing out there?
No, I was just like, she was like, "Well, we got them all here and we got them all there." You know what I mean? It was just like. You appreciate the experience, but it's just like it was like the polar opposite. Like when we went to Savannah, Georgia, it was like so lively. Like it's another town that's like real arty. It's just like stuff. Like they got live music in the streets, people walking around, hip hop clubs, rock clubs. Like it's just so much going on there. Like I would love to go back to Savannah. Baton Rouge, I can't say the
same. Like I want to go to New Orleans, like bad.
Yeah, but everything else, like we doing the mall trip, if we doing the mall tour of America, all right, we'll stop there. But anything else is just like, and I mean the food was good, but it's Louisiana.
Yeah, so, Louisiana, I know they season their food.
Yeah,
season their food.
And I'm gonna tell you this because normally, like when we do our family reunion, we had those hotel banquets. Like that shit is really just like it's not all that. But Louisiana, I'm just like, yo, like let me take these on the plane.
But yeah, I really wouldn't want to go to New Orleans. Like I want to go and feel the vibes of down there. Like
yeah, one of the ladies I know, she said she went down there for Mardi Gras. She said she loved it.
I wanted to go for Mardi Gras, but that was in February this year, and like I was like, dang, I got my Detroit trip coming up. I ain't got that much PTO time, so I got picked between Detroit. I should have just picked Mardi Gras. I knew it. It was in my soul. I should have went with my intuition, but I might do New Orleans like at some point in time, definitely within the next year or two. That's definitely on my bucket list. Like I definitely want to go there just to see the vibes because I'm into like spiritual stuff and like the magic and all that stuff like that. So I want to see like the feel of it because I see like when they with the funerals how they walk around the city and do the marching bands and stuff like that. They do like everything's evolved around music and like magic and voodoo, and that's like stuff that's cool to me.
Now, as far as like international travel, like what's some places that you want to go? Like I know you're saying like you going to Jamaica sometime. Next year?
I'm going in June to the end of July for my family reunion. For 7 days, we're doing a like the whole Jamaica, the whole island tour. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing that. But
so outside, like what's like some of your like these some places that I really want to go.
I really want to go to South Africa. And I want to go to Ethiopia, but I really want to go to South Africa.
I was thinking the same thing.
But I really want to go to Ethiopia. Like really, really, really. Like I have my passport, but it's just like do I really want to get all them shots first? Like,
and I mean, it's that, and you know, anytime like you go over there, those flights skyrocket. Like when you go down to the islands over here, it's just like you're not paying that much. But anytime you going like across the Atlantic Sea, those prices skyrocket. I remember the first guy that we had on the debates I met, you know, he goes over to Liberia. And it's just like, all right, yeah, you know, that flight is 1,800, but you got family over there. You got hotel and food and transportation and all of that. So you good. But to pay 1,800 for that flight on top of everything else, it was just like, I don't know about that. Like, that's a trip that you really got to save up for. And and again, for people, don't think like that travel is outside of your reach. If you budget for it and like save up the money, it's
or do
fine.
it. You don't got to do it all in one thing. Like
payment plans.
Do payment plans.
What's going on, Donovan?
You can book one at a time, book everything one at a time, like book your flight, book your hotel and stuff like that. I don't support Airbnb, so that's just that.
What, is it because you had bad experiences?
Yes, Airbnb is a horrible company.
I didn't have like every time I booked one, I've been fine. So
I found out so much because after my whole Detroit trip, I found out about how some of the Airbnbs are illegal in certain places. Like it's just like this whole little operation. How sometimes they'll like book your stay and then they'll cancel it like in the middle of your stay, but they get paid their full amount of money, but you gotta go. Like you don't get refunded, anything like that. So,
but that's shoddy people, because I booked one in Philly for a video shoot, and that one was fine. And then I was telling my peoples again, because they was kind of skeptical about it, but we booked that one for Virginia Beach for our family reunion. Fine. We stayed there about like 5 days. Like it was
some are good. That's
because y'all be getting them sketchy.
So, you know, I just don't support it. Like I did it was kind of like an Airbnb, but like I did like a booking. It was through booking.com and I booked like an apartment for my birthday and I had like the whole apartment to myself. And it was kind of like the same thing as an Airbnb and it was nice. And like, you know, ain't nobody bothering me. Like I had access to it. It was chill. We could do whatever we wanted. Like we came and went as we pleased. Like I wish I would have booked there for longer though, but it was nice. That was nice. And it was in Philly. It was right by the airport. So yeah, I think Donovan said y'all need to chill. So we'll definitely set that up.
I think he's talking about you. he's feeling the hit.
So yeah, that's just really my take on it. I mean, I love traveling. Like I like moving. So if y'all know me, like I like driving. I like moving, just seeing different stuff. Like I've moved around my whole life. So like I'm not stuck on like staying in one place. But you know,
I told you.
I'm not stuck on staying in one place. I'm more so like I move around a lot because I moved around a lot, even like in childhood. Like everybody tell you, like I went to mad different schools. Like I moved from different places, like different towns, different states. Like I lived in the Poconos at one point in my life. That was an experience, like living in the Poconos. So like traveling is like something like that's like second nature to me. Like my dad used to travel. Like we used to drive up to Canada. So like traveling. That's the thing. Like I had fell off for a little bit, but I'm back now. Like, you know.
And one thing for me is like I said, a lot of these places, like I went like by myself a lot, and people was just like, "Oh, you going there by yourself?" And it was like,
"Yeah, why not?"
But it's just like because like you know, like they hear things, but I'm just like, yo, it's just like anywhere you go, you just always gotta watch your back. And one thing that I noticed, like when you travel by yourself, you make more friends. Like when I was down, like anytime that I went anywhere by myself, it's just like, you know, I just like made friends when I was down there or whatever. It was dope. Like even when I was like down at A3C, yo, I connected with like so many people. Like I met this girl, Alma Rose. She was like from the Bay Area. I met a couple people that was like from Florida, from like Virginia, from like all over. You know what I mean? Like so, it's just like it takes you out of your comfort zone. Like you really got to go out there and meet people.
Yeah, traveling is best. Donovan, and you can drop your music link somewhere in the comments or, you know, on the page. And
yeah, thank you for keeping the chat lit on YouTube. Shout out to Donovan and everything.
Yeah, the YouTube chats have been pretty live lately, you know?
She said, yeah, 4 Jamaicans in the Poconos.
Yeah, for real. I really was in the Poconos, like, oh my gosh. But it's a lot of people from New York in the Poconos that live up there, you know?
You want to know another place that I've been like looking to want to go is in one of my close friends, Sabi, he's actually in the Air Force. He went to South Korea, and he said like down like it's a party town. Like when you go to Seoul, like Korea, like South Korea, that might have to be the wave.
Yeah, I
one of
mean,
these
you know,
days.
or Thailand. I heard Thailand's pretty cool too.
Thailand, and I think it's some other things, some other less than reputable things.
But,
From what I hear, from what I hear, you know. So
you know, I don't know about traveling to Asia just yet. I want to just, you know, focus on going to the motherland first.
yeah,
Touching down there, touching the soil there, just touching the water there, feeling it, feeling my, you know, where my ancestors.
because you know, like,
from.
I mean, in the water when you travel, it's like different. Like when I was like down in DR, it's just like, yo, this water is beautiful. It's just so blue and it's just so amazing. Came back up here to the Delaware River.
Not like that brown stuff that's over there in the Delaware.
No disrespect to my hometown, but it was just like amazing. Even when we was flying over it, it was so nice. And the heat is different. Like it's hot over there, but it's not humid. So it's just like it could be 90 degrees, but it's still comfortable. You know what I mean? Like
even down in Atlanta, like just when I was just down there this weekend, it was hot down there. It was like 96 degrees down there. I come up here, it's freezing cold. I what? I was like, oh my God, take me back. I'm over this already.
You know what? Like I had really liked Virginia Beach too, but I think after that hurricane, it like really kind of messed them up because it was like so many like little abandoned properties. I'm just like, yo, like they could really turn these into like some serious clubs, and you don't got to pay to get on a beach. Thing. Ocean City, Point Pleasant, Bradley Beach, hint.
So yeah, you know, traveling is just cool. Just make sure, like, even if you do travel with people, make sure you travel with like reliable people. You know,
you got those people like that cancel last minute.
Yeah, or cancel last minute, or like even just like on the trip, they're just not good like people. Like make sure you're with people that have your back, have your best interest, because you could be traveling with a group of people and then like somebody try to kidnap you and that person will be over there drunk doing whatever. Like make sure you're with people that, you know, care about your safety and stuff like that. So
yeah, Iris says, Korea is nice. I have a friend who just came back. Yo, tell her to drop in and let me know what the experience is, because I want to think. And if she got the hookup for the deals on it, let me know, because that's another place.
I never booked through Groupon any of these things because they always offer me like all these like trips.
And
on
I was
Groupon.
wondering about that.
Yeah, and I wanted to see what's up with that because they had one for Iceland for like 7 days with the air, and it was like $1,200. I'm like, that don't sound too bad, like, you know, with the air, and then all I gotta do is get the hotel, you know. But I don't know if I'm gonna go to Iceland right now. Like that's just not me. I really am looking for Africa right now. So.
Yeah, and like you said, they do have like some really good deals. You might really snag a deal on like Living Social or Groupon, but it's one of those things like you really gotta like be on pinpoint because they got like specific dates. It's not really like something you can like, oh, I want to go on these specific days. It's just like
because on Groupon, what they do is you could like hold it down or whatever, but you have to book it on. It's like odd days, like different types of stuff. But also, someone told me, well, 2 people actually came up to me after I told them about my Atlanta trip and said that I should head down to Nashville. So if anybody's been down to Nashville, let me know how it is down there, because I'm hearing that it's lit and I want to see what it's about.
I got a friend down there. I could ask her. And see which one.
I want to hear like what the scene is like down there, because I definitely want to hit up Nashville and see what's up with that. You know
what's nice too? Like Baltimore is nice, but it's one of those places. It's like a nice place to visit, but it's just like. It's kind of like up here, you'll get bored fast. Like even with like the harbor and everything up there, it's just like it's only so many times you can go down there. Like the downtown area itself is nice, and you know they got like clubs in there, but it's just like I feel like it's not anything that you can find going into Philly. That was my personal experience.
So what about DC?
DC, I see that was another one. I didn't even really get to explore that long. I was down there for like it was like. Because I was just passing through, so I was only there for like a couple hours. Like I was there, did the showcase, and it was just like, well, it's time to go. But I definitely do because I still got more people down there and stuff like that. But yeah, really gotta do some more traveling.
I definitely do. Like traveling is just like, you know, that's in my agenda. Like I have wanderlust, so I'm gonna travel a lot. Like that's just it. I was in like a little rut. Because, you know, I was working my 2 jobs or whatever, but now I'm like back, like, nah, I can't live that life working all the time, just not doing nothing. I got to travel, see the world. And my tarot cards told me that I need to travel and break out of my shell.
So if nothing else, if you take anything away from this debate today is get your passport.
Yeah, make sure you get your passport. If you have it already, renew it. Make sure that you renew it when it's time to renew it. Use it, get them stamps in there, you know. Go.
Yeah, go on. They got so many websites, Cheap Caribbean, you know, bookit.com.
Cheapo Air, just fly. And if you don't have your passport, but you still want to travel and you want to go places, Puerto Rico, certain parts of the Virgin Island, Guam, Hawaii, you can all travel there with your ID. But I know they're about to implement the real IDs in 2020. So just make sure that if you do get your real ID, just travel with that because it'll be easier to travel and move around with. If you want to go like somewhere that, is not in the contiguous US, you want to go outside and be on an island or whatever, you can go to Puerto Rico. That's somewhere where you can go with your driver's license, and that's a U.S. territory.
Especially if you haven't been out like in a while, like make sure that I don't care if it's like even if you got to schedule it like once every 2 years or something, like just make sure you look at these websites, start pricing something out and put some money to the side and travel. Like it's important.
And even if you don't do like a big like trip outside, like do like even like a road trip somewhere. Like if you live on the East Coast, do like a little road trip on the East Coast. Like you don't gotta go far. Like maybe like go down like South Carolina. Like you can go to Georgia or Florida, wherever you choose. Just like go somewhere that's not your hometown. Like for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, so I hope you guys watched this debate and we got inspired to do some traveling. And as an update, just to let you guys know, Yatta Debates has now started its Amazon affiliate account. So if you guys are interested in any of the equipment that we're using, like the Logitech webcam or the stands or the body mics that we're using, you can actually like click the links in our bios and go purchase them. And we actually get a nice 10% commission off of that. That's up for Yatta Debates. So
so make sure y'all do that,
So again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in on this episode. Remember, passport, travel, go get it.
And I will be doing tarot readings for Yatta now. All right, guys. So
till next time.
Oh, my Instagram.